Question number 6. A 64-year-old man was brought in by his wife due to a 3-month history of blurred vision, dizziness, gait instability, memory disturbance, and insomnia. On physical examination, the patient was found to be oriented to a person only, and exam findings included right hemiparesis spasticity, hyperreflexia, and a positive Babinski sign. Very sharp, symptomology here. The patient also had stiffness on the left side of his body, apraxia, and memory deficits. In the following weeks, he presented with upper limb myoclonus, upper motor neuron symptoms, and subsequent prostration. He died after 9 months of his illness. Okay, that's a long time, so you can easily eliminate, some certain viruses such as rabies. The histopathological study showed abundant vacuoles in the cerebral cortex, the cerebellum, and the basal nuclei associated with extensive gliosis. This is a very descriptive, explanation about the type of pathology that is seen. It's very descriptive. Which of the following is seen with the most likely etiology of his disease? Okay, so this is also a double jump type of question, double hammer. Option A, alpha fetoprotein. Option B, Lewy bodies. Option C, amyloid beta protein. Option D, spirochetes. Option E, prion protein. Instability, memory disturbance, and insomnia. So this is one presentation. Vision, blurred vision, dizziness, gait instability, memory disturbance, and insomnia. Remember this particular part. Okay. Patient was found to be oriented to person only. Okay, this is also important. CNS again. Right hemiparesis, spasticity, hyperreflexia, and positive Babinski sign. Again important. So this shows us that it's an upper motor lesion because of positive Babinski sign. The patient also had stiffness on the left side of his body, apraxia, memory deficits. All right. Following weeks, he presented with upper limb myoclonus, upper motor neuron symptoms, and subsequent prostration. Okay, he died after 9 months. This particular information is also important. Histopathological study showed abundant vacuoles in the cerebral cortex, cerebellum, and basal nuclei associated with extensive gliosis. Okay, so this particular presentation with so all of the presentations that we had here, cerebral cortex, you'll get memory, gait instability, memory disturbance, and insomnia in cerebral cortex. Cerebellum will have gait instability, dizziness, okay, blurred vision because of nystagmus. Basal nuclei, you'll have spasticity, hyperreflexia, positive Babinski sign associated with gliosis. So all of these areas of the brain, you can have any of these presentations. Okay, so the presentation here were not important. So if you see all of this and get scared, so don't worry, all of those were not important. What was important was extensive gliosis and abundant vacuoles were seen. That is what was important over here. And that is, seen with prion disease. Spirochete infection, they do affect the brain, but they do not usually cause, this. The spirochetes cause endarteritis. So that will be something like that of infarct. It will be an infarct tissue-like appearance. All right. Amyloid beta protein, Lewy bodies, and alpha fetoprotein. All of these are organic lesions of the brain. These are like Parkinson's, then alpha body Lewy dementia. All right. So all of these are in alpha beta protein this is amyloidosis. So this is seen in Alzheimer's. So all of these are organic lesions of the brain. Not a particular, infective pathology over here going on. So we have only, this particular presentation of abundant vacuoles in the cerebellum, cortex, any of the brain tissue. This is common with prion disease. Prions are infective proteins, okay, and they cause conversion of a beta pleated, they cause conversion of one type of protein structure, tertiary protein structure, into another, okay, which is causing, which cannot be degraded by the brain, by our body. So that accumulates and then causes extra abundant vacuolation. It accumulates in the vacuoles, so large vacuoles are formed, all right. And then to try to heal it, our body will try to, increase the collagen type of material, which is gliosis. In the normal body, when there is an injury and we want to add fibrous material, we put on collagen. And when in the brain it is an injury and we want to heal it, we try to do extensive gliosis. So abundant vacuoles, because of the main pathology here is that prions are a particular set of proteins which are capable of converting a protein which exists, say protein A, which exists in the brain, into a tertiary setup, tertiary existence, which is different than protein A's, which is that of the normal bodies. Okay, so protein A is healthy protein. It is converted into, with a small change, into a different tertiary structure which the body cannot metabolize. Now that accumulates in the brain cells, and once it accumulates, it will, be stored in vacuoles and cannot, the body cannot metabolize it. And so the large amounts of brain tissues will get damaged and they die off. The cells will die off. That is the prion disease. Question 7. A 58-year-old man is brought to the physician for worsening. So the main thing over here you need to remember in this particular question is that the pathology that is being explained is important: abundant vacuoles and extensive gliosis. But this, all of this memory disturbance and person to person, whatever, right hemiparesis, apraxia, memory deficits, all of this is not important. Okay, so just by reading this, don't get scared. The question will mention somewhere, some of this portion would be mentioned somewhere. All right, myoclonus, limb myoclonus, all of this is not important. This particular part is important. Just remember that. Okay, we'll quickly go over the question 6 once again and question 7 all together because they are both the same questions. So the thing is that in all of this, blurred vision, dizziness, gait, instability, memory disturbance, insomnia, hyperreflexia, spasticity, positive Babinski sign, all of this are due to the particular areas, that is the cerebral cortex, cerebellum, basal nuclei, that have been damaged due to vacuolation and extensive gliosis. So just by reading this one, you do not need to get scared because all of this does not have meaning. Whatever parts of the brain will be affected, apparent, according symptomology will be present. And the pathology, main pathology is that a normal protein exists in the brain in a particular tertiary setup, tertiary structure. Now, prions are proteins which have the ability to convert the healthy normal protein into a tertiary structure that is not metabolizable by the body. So now, since it cannot be broken down, it will accumulate in the vacuoles and we will see abundant vacuolation in the cerebral cortex. And then to try to heal it, the brain will recruit glial cells. They'll try to cause fibrosis and healing, but that will cause further damage and the cells will be damaged. I hope this explains it.
Thanks for watching. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe for more.